Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. It's Wednesday. We don't have a Pokemon game to play yet, so we're playing Ace Attorney today. If you want to see more Pokemon, I do have an official community post that's up where you can place your recommendations, and I highly suggest that you do that so I can have more Pokemon picked out. I do have some ideas, but I'm gonna save it for Friday. Anyways, with that, oh my god, I forgot my fucking controls. Space, continue. Yes, okay. Alright. Oh yeah, we have to go back to these guys because we found the coin under the stake. It's been a little bit, so I don't really remember, but hopefully it's okay. It's dinner time for little baby Idol. My son's belly's empty. He's fiercer than a pack of wolves. Exploited by the police, we were like miserable dogs forced to bear false witness. Oh no. Cast from this courtroom. Oh my gosh, I hate how this guy talks, to be honest. Here we ruined man in a trice, a worthless withered antique. I mean, well, I guess yeah, you were kind of played by the police and made to look like fools. The sun has set on this rusty shop owner's existence. Ooh, that's dark. In recent news, I got all caught up on the Chainsaw Man manga, and I'm loving it a lot. Something has come to light. Yeah. As far as I posted about it on Twitter, Asa is my favorite character. Love her. The holy treasure that my rusty bones managed to misplace that fateful day. So why is it under the stake? Yeah, oh man, the Brett lady, she fucking broke the bottle that had the poison in it. And now we have to go a fucking roundabout way to prove that she's the killer. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was dropped, more like specifically placed. Found your coin sandwich between a beefsteak and its plate, soaking in the seasoned meat's juices. Sandwich soaking. Clearly, it couldn't have fallen there by accident, which means somebody must have hidden it there on purpose. I wonder why. That is so weird. Why? Well, I guess one thought that comes to mind is they probably wanted it and put it there to retrieve later, maybe. But then why would they kill a man for it? Excuse me, could I say something? No. Actually, please do, because it'll probably help me. I mentioned this earlier in the trial, but I was working undercover in the restaurant in order to investigate another case. Yes, that is correct. Oh, is this like unrelated but also related? Carnival is a high-class Western cuisine restaurant. Yes, wealthy diners, many foreigners. Recently, there's been a run of similarly executed thefts targeting the restaurant's rich clientele. Makes sense, honestly. A number of such incidents have been reported to the police bureau. Wicked crimes indeed. Wanted to nip the case in the bud quickly, especially with so many foreigners being affected. That's why you were sent in undercover. Yes, I think we established that earlier. Seems likely that this Koban incident is the work of the same thief. So unbeknownst to us, there was a master thief at work in the restaurant on a regular basis. The place was already the scene of several crimes, it seems. Yeah, we talked about that literally at the beginning of the trial. Don't know about the master thief part, but the identity of the person who stole and hid Kore Kuta-san's Koban is all too clear. I already know? I'm also shocked. The defense's view on the matter. Tell us, was it a The scoundrel that stole Kodakuta-san's koban and hid under the steak. I mean, it's gotta be, like, Brett, right? Of course, we do our save before we accuse someone so we don't lose any penalty or health, whatever it's called. It's probably Miss Brett. Yeah? Take that. Oh, I said at the same time. Just like a likely candidate for a koban thief. It's wrong? As much as you shocked me, no one could approach the table unnoticed. You're a crazy fool, you couldn't have missed that. Oh, are we talking about— oh, I think I know who it is now. Okay. I was wrong. My brain was not working. I like just woke up. This is not a game you should play when you just woke up. I understand now. It was Yesanosa. This guy. I don't like saying his name. Obviously, it can only be you. Because you were there. And that's why, because someone would have had to approach the table and you were already talking to him. How dare you, you monster. Monster? So that koban, did I? I'm the master thief of La Carnival, am I? I don't know, you got a child and wife to support? Yes, I'm accusing you of stealing it. It wasn't me, it was Ido. Why would you blame your baby child? Your child is like, why, Dad? Why would you do this? Why would you accuse me? You know he's guilty if he's blaming the baby. Well, actually, it could make sense. Maybe he set down his child for a second. The antiques man dropped his coin. Kid took it and he was like, "Aw, fuck." And then just set it down. I don't know, set it down somewhere. But that would be weird, because why wouldn't he just give it back? The child is like, "Fuck you. How dare you accuse me?" Oh no. Ouch. Sounds like he broke his back. Hi, welcome, welcome. Oh my god. He lost it. Is he a different person now? His mustache is all weird. Or he's just going crazy. The extraordinary low wages, I figured it had to do with money. The Nippon Imperial Army pays those it expects to keep our country safe. I heard in some places they don't even pay. Hi, welcome. They don't pay the, like, in some places where military service is, like, required, they don't pay the people who are in the service, and so you have to find another job. It's hard for lower ranking soldiers to make a living, yes. All I want is to put a hot meal on the table for my son. That's why you're stealing things at the restaurant. Well, that didn't take long to make him crack. Ace Attorney stream should be morning. Yeah, but it's also hard for me to think. I was out like a light last night. And I'm a heavy sleeper, so I woke up and I was like, man. Also, I just noticed his— I don't know if you can see my mouse, maybe not, but like towards his left side of his face, his mustache is clipping through his cheek. Every 3 days, I go there and do for a target. Man, I even know French and I couldn't figure out how to pronounce it. And I'd enjoy chomping my way through a good steak at the same time. I feel like that's counterintuitive. It's an upscale restaurant and you're poor, so you're going there to steal, but you're also ordering a steak. which probably isn't the cheapest thing on the menu. Sounds like he doesn't bother with a knife and fork even. Why does it sound like that? And your target that day was the old man and his koban. Yes, sir. He was an easy mark. I slipped the coin into my pocket without any trouble at all. A veritable phantom thief you are. Persona 5. I was all set to leave the stake. I was halfway through devouring when it happened. A gunshot. Yes, when the professor was shot. I knew that if the police conducted a search and found the coin in my pocket, I'd be finished. Ido too. Oh no. So I hid the incriminating evidence as fast as I could, on the double. I slipped it under the stake, hoping that I'd be able to rendezvous with it again at a later date. So this had nothing to do with the case at all, and I'm screwed. Well, this is ridiculous. Perhaps you could carry on with this absurd prattling in your own time. Well, of course! Oh my god. I feel like I got a bug bite on my leg. It's really itchy. Oh no, did a spider bite me? We've had a lot of spiders in the apartment lately. It might have. There was one time when I was in high school and I just kept getting like, I swear to god it was spider bites on my leg, and I was convinced I had spiders in my bed. I didn't realize I had spider bites until like my leg was itchy one day, and I kept itching it because I didn't realize it was a bite, and I kept itching it through my pants, so I didn't feel it. And then I didn't notice until I was like in the shower, and all of a sudden my leg hurt because the hot water was irritating it, and it hurt. It like burned. I missed what he said there. History. The theft code was perpetrated by this baby saddle sergeant and was certainly appear to be unrelated to the murder. Okay. It sucked though. I had to put a band-aid on the bug bite. Sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me. Nonsense, is it? Unless you were gonna pay for it and she hired you. That sweat isn't even touching his face. As for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork, even though he didn't say that, I guess. It's beyond nonsense. It's pure madness. Very well. Now that all questions concerning this witness's testimony have been answered, I see no further justification for detaining her. God damn it. You are free to leave. Or like, don't do that. And good day. Oh, do the weird look into the camera. Oh? What's the matter with you? There's no time for daydreaming. No, it's just something about Miss Brett's parting words that got me thinking. And good day. Can't quite work out what exactly, but something she said jarred with me. I feel like there was a contradiction in there somewhere. Something didn't quite add up. Is it like it's not daytime? Therefore, why would she say and good day? Your voice heard. You can think later, but if you don't call out now, it'll be too late. Act now, think later.
Hold it!
Wait! What the fuck? Why? That's what Miss Brett said. I'm afraid. Just one last time. There's something I'd like to ask you. I'd like you to explain the contradiction in your parting words from just a few minutes ago. What are you talking about? What contradiction? Please explain. What new student nonsense is this? What parting words are you talking about, Ryunosuke? Hiding a coin under a lump of meat. The sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me. You were saying biting into it without using a knife and fork. Yeah, I guess how would she know that? Because he didn't say it. Beyond nonsense. It's pure madness. Yes, I'm right. She said they're exposed an undeniable contradiction. Gonna need to see evidence, counsel. Where's the oh my god, I have to find evidence for this? I can only take a shot in the dark. Okay, so she's claiming that he ate it without a fork and knife. And hiding steak under a coin. That's very absurd. That's so absurd. That's so absurd. Oh, wait. That's so absurd, but what would be the evidence that proves a contradiction? Steak under the... Why was it under your plate, I guess? Try that. The steak that Miss Brad had been eating before the professor was killed. Yes, go on. More accurately, Your Excellency. The steak that was on the victim's table just before the professor was killed. I'm just splitting hairs. Not true. I think I do have a bug bite. Oh man. Does something about the steak strike you as very unnatural? Oh my god. Does she eat steak without a fork and knife? It's extremely obvious. I'm talking about the shape of the edge where it's been eaten. Those don't look like knife marks, they look like bite marks. So you've noticed it too, Miss Brett. Just a few moments ago, Miss Brett claimed no Englishwoman would even contemplate picking up a steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork. Oh, I guess also in the picture, if she had used a knife and fork, they wouldn't be clean. Because they look kind of clean in the picture. Take a good look at the steak. Oop. Went a little too fast there. You can see there are already clearly defined barbaric teeth marks in there. To the edge where it's been eaten. Okay. Ah! Ah! Looks like Miss Brett has realized something. Also, the fork and knife were clean. The witness, as she claims, wouldn't contemplate eating anything without using a knife and fork. There shouldn't be teeth marks in the steak at all. But what's the actual point? Like, how is this relevant? Oh, she is sweating. Whatever you say. As I said, I really must be leaving now. I'm not even gonna defend myself here. Of course, of course. We're just about to wrap this up. I've heard enough, you irritating little spectacled samurai relic. Oh my god. Dear lady. What's the matter, Miss Brett? Have we ruffled your feathers? Get it? Because she's got a swan on her hat? Clearly, the witness knows what this means. She's realized the catastrophic these teeth marks in the steak have for her. Ryunosuke, do you know where you're going with this? I think... maybe? Yes, now at last, it's all come together. Mysterious teeth marks in a steak that had allegedly been eaten with cutlery. The reason why the bloodstain I know I saw somehow must have seemed to have disappeared. And most importantly, the evidence that proves once and for all who shot Dr. Wilson that day. You want to catch me up to speed? I don't know why my brain is just not working. Usually the first case is pretty easy to follow. But I'm just, like, not following. Except that these teeth marks in the steak are a little unnatural, as you put it, counsel. But what exactly are you suggesting that tells us? Oh god, my leg's itchy now. Everything, Your Excellency. Yes, I believe that these barbaric teeth marks in the steak here amount to conclusive evidence in this case. Evidence that will prove beyond any doubt who shot Dr. Wilson. Conclusive? How many times have I heard that today? And I fucking destroyed evidence to get out of this courtroom. Even though I did have conclusive evidence there. It's quite simple. If you really had such conclusive evidence, you would have presented it to the court long ago. Except we literally didn't have all the facts of the case and all the evidence until during court, so I'm talking about hasn't been brought before the court yet. Hasn't been. Just because it hasn't been shown yet doesn't mean that the evidence does not exist. So we're gonna do a magic trick and make the evidence appear, I guess?
Objection.
Don't believe we have it. I don't, but there's someone who does have it. Someone in this very courtroom. If that person is willing to submit the piece of evidence I'm referring to, it will solve every remaining mystery about this case. Okay, so who the hell has the evidence? I'm gonna assume it's Miko Toba, because he would probably? Is he watching? I don't know. Go back to the top. Miko Toba is the only one I can think of. Counsel, I'm disappointed. Oh no. No, wait. It wasn't Miko Toba. It was the only other guy. Who? Unless it's... Who has evidence? Who has evidence? I legitimately don't know. The waiter? Why don't I know? I guess we're gonna keep guessing. Answer is obvious. It's Inspector Hosonaga. I guess so. I thought Mikotoba would be more prominent in the case. I think I've been withholding conclusive evidence? Yes. Because look at your face. You clearly are withholding evidence, and you've done so this whole time. I'm not saying that. Everyone's attention has been focused on the steak with the teeth marks. Now, earlier this afternoon, Sergeant Nosa told the court the following. I enjoyed chomping my way through a good steak. As well as admitting to stealing Kodakuta-san's coin, he told us that he slipped it under the steak. You watch it, Kida. I'm a superior officer. Well, apparently you're a low-ranking officer. Sergeant Nosa, could you please confirm something for me? Was the steak that you put the coin under, in fact, your own steak? Tension? Affirmative, of course. I might be a soldier in the Imperial Nippon Army, but still. I'm not brave enough to ask a foreign gentle lady if she'd mind me handling her meal to hide something in it. In other words, the steak that the detective submitted as evidence earlier was in fact Sergeant Nosa's meal. Oh, yeah, that would explain the disappearing bloodstain. Wait, but then why... Oh, cause she probably wanted to get rid of it? I was like, why would she, like, let it, quote-unquote, be known that she bites her steak and doesn't use a knife and fork? But I guess it would be to hide the bloodstain from the gunshot. Yet the gentlewoman doesn't take bites out of her steak, nor does she have any opportunity to steal the coin. Of course I didn't steal it. To even suggest the thing would be an affront to the entire British Empire. Well then, how do you explain this paradox? You're not going to suggest that the sergeant switched the two steaks? Yes. That is exactly what I'm gonna do. You did switch the plates? Well, after it happened, the gunshot, When I saw the civilian I'd been murdered right in front of my eyes like that, I panicked. As I said, I immediately lifted my stake and hid the coin underneath it. Then when the waiter announced he was an undercover policeman, I thought I had it. If he decided to investigate my slab of meat, that'd be it. I'd be getting my marching orders. So when the cadet here was arrested and taken off to the kitchen, I seized my chance. Please go away, son. Military precision and timing. I switched my stake with the one on the foreign lady's table. What? You can't have. I never saw you do such a thing. Well, remember, you were like rushed out to Operation Lightning Bolt. There was no time for strategic planning. It was do or die, I tell you. So yes, I did what had to be done. Unbelievable. So we don't have the actual steak that she ate. You're not prosecutor son. What now? I swear on the brass buttons of my uniform that is all I did, sir. All you did? That's funny. So, if Sergeant knows to switch the plates over, it means he took Miss Brett's steak and the plate it was on back to his own table. Yes, that follows. Inspector Hosonaga? You take everything from the scene of a crime, so you should have it. Early in this trial, you told the court this. You said they had not only taken Miss Brett's stake after the incident, but also the sergeant's. That to preserve evidence, you had taken both. Yep. She is biting her mask, except not. Then please present it to the court now. He did the thing! I point, which means I am correct. The plate was actually on the victim's table at the precise moment he was shot. What can that possibly tell us now? I mean, a cold slab of tough meat? It can't have the slightest bearing on the case. Actually, it would really benefit her that the stakes are switched, so I don't really believe that she didn't see the sergeant do that, because it really helped out her case. Hi, welcome. Surely you're not that forgetful. Surely you remember the reason why this steak pan promises to prove such a problem for you, no? You're the ones who decided it was a problem, not me. Because the defense asked to see the plate was to confirm something the defendant remembers seeing. Thinks he remembers. Let the record state he thinks he remembers. Quite sure of what I saw, Miss Brett. On the side of the plate that was on the table directly behind Mr. Wilson, there's a clear spattering of blood from the gunshot wound to the victim's chest. I believe the defendant's memory serves him well. Because, you know, memory isn't flawed at all. Now we have the evidence to prove it. The plate you were eating from, Miss Brett. Let's not prolong this any further, Inspector. You will show the evidence to the court. Present the beefsteak and plate that was originally on the victim's table at the time of the incident. Damn, mission failed. I'll get him next time. Even though he wants justice, his orders were to get her the fuck out of there. Here's the other steak in his plate, and look at that. It's got blood, and it actually looks like a fork and knife were used. It's clearly visible, look. Now this makes everything clear. The blood you can see on the side of the plate shows that the moment the victim was shot, he was facing the table with his back to me. But wait, that blood is actually ketchup, and we tested it. It is not blood. What are you gonna do now, student defense lawyer? It's impossible for Naruhodo-san to have shot the victim. It can't be. In fact, there's only one person who could possibly have shot Dr. Wilson from the front, and that would be someone sitting across from him at the table. I'm sure everyone knows by now who that person is. We're gonna have the breakdown. Finally. That's right. Miss Giselle Brett. It's you! Breakdown time? Classic Ace Attorney breakdown. Outdone. Oh, by Japanese? Me? By a Japanese schoolboy. No! Jeez, get your bird under control. Oh my god. I just pooped out a chick. Oh jeez. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ace Attorney breakdowns are pretty funny, but I was not expecting her to fly to heaven. I guess she's dead now. Oh, she's back, don't worry, I guess. That was really weird. Please excuse my little outburst. I briefly lost my composure. Most unbecoming behavior for an English gentlewoman. Forgive me. Well, Miss Brett, I think it's time you told the court what actually happened that day. The truth. This time. Gladly, Your Excellency. I will finally admit my crimes. She takes out like a power washer and cleans the steak plate to get the blood off of it. Oh, oops. That was just an accident. Who could have known that a power washer would come through and clean this plate of steak just right now? And everyone's like, yeah, what a weird accident. It was I who took the professor's life using the poison. As you surmised, I chose that particular day for one very important reason. The professor had a dental appointment for the extraction of one of his teeth in the morning. So he planned to kill the professor knowing that no trace of poison would be found in his water. Because the poison is unheard of here in Japan. Yes. Of course, I never intended to remain at the restaurant for as long as I did. I only needed to see the professor take one tiny sip of his water and it would be all over. I'd place the steak I had ordered in front of him to make it appear as though he had been dining alone. And leave immediately. However, before any of that happened, there was an unexpected visitor at the professor's table. Which would be me, I guess. Yes, you. Who else? Such a trifling matter, but the fact that you decided to come over to greet the professor meant that I had lost my chance to slip away unnoticed. Yeah, the time I said hi and then immediately left, like an awkward dude. In due course, the professor took a sip of his water and was paralyzed. I made sure he was sitting in his chair such that he wouldn't fall. There's no going back at that point, so I concocted a plan on the spur of the moment. I planned to pin Dr. Wilson's murder on this innocent man. I happened to know that the professor always carried a gun. I decided to use that fact to my advantage. I had the bottle of poison in my handbag and my own pistol concealed under my skirt. Under your skirt? But there was no way to hide a weapon on your body. So I was right, there were two guns. Yes. And then I finished my coffee and got up to leave. That's when I noticed the professor's gun, and she knew I was gonna pick it up, like a dumbass. So I'd presumably place on the floor, a place where you were sure that I would notice it, and pick it up. And everything went according to plan. You noticed the gun as I'd intended, and you also picked it up, like a fucking idiot. And then, just as you bent down to pick it up, bang! Like Makima. Bang! That's when you shot the professor with your own gun, even though at that point, he was already dead. Naturally, the gunshot caused a commotion, at which point the waiter appeared. Obviously, I assumed Naruhodo-san was the culprit and apprehended him. I took him to the pantry that adjoins the kitchen and locked him inside. Is that unlawful imprisonment? I guess he's a suspect. This one I took the opportunity to turn the professor in his chair around. Because, of course, you need to make it look like the defendant had shot Dr. Wilson from where he picked up the gun. Oh man, I'm tired, even though I got a great night's sleep. So, there you have it. That is the entirety of my misdemeanor. Not a felony. No, no, no. Murders aren't felonies. They're misdemeanors. Which, there is a difference. Your Excellency? Yeah? I wonder... Might I speak with you in private later? No. Straight to jail. I shall call on you. No! Don't do that. Good day then, everyone. She's gonna get out of going to jail. She's gonna be like, so for politics, though, I can't go to jail. Or else the treaty's done, so like, send me back. I hope you can forgive me, is that what she said? Gotta look at the playback. She did say that. No, I don't forgive you. You tried to literally convict me of murder. I could have gone to prison for life. I could have had the death penalty. No, I don't forgive you. I will never forgive you. You tried to accuse me of murder. I presume the prosecution is in agreement. This can't be. Takatsuchi Aochi does not lose. Except you did, and to a student, not even a full-on lawyer. That's the legs of this rookie student. You better start getting used to tough opposition. Arg, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Hi. This insult to the Aochi family name will never be forgotten. You become conceited with age, counsel, but the old have to stand aside and make way for the new. Kazuma, maybe don't draw your sword. It's the way of the world. May you never forget that. Bro! That can't be okay. Did he cut it like gasp in pain? Sorry for framing you for murder. Can you forgive me? No. 1,000 millennia may pass, and still the Aochi clan will never measure up to the Naruhodo clan. Oh. Thanks, Kazuma. That's really nice of you to say. This trial in the Supreme Court of Japan will, I believe, go down in history as the start of a new chapter in our country's judicial system. Despite being summoned as the accused, you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, presented an excellent case. Thank you, Your Excellency. The use of evidence and deduction to unravel the truth is a modern methodology. No one uses logic. That's so new. The difference between Ace Attorney popularity and Pokemon popularity is clear. Yeah, I figured. So I am trying to lean more into Pokemon. But this is a nice little, like, in-between while I figure out which game I want to do next. Just for, like, the meantime, so I'm still making content and not just not doing anything. After all, it has only been a few short decades since our country opened its doors to the wider world. But the Western ideas of science are rapidly gaining acceptance here. I feel sure that science will soon bring new methods of investigation and new procedures of justice. Wow, our system is really modernizing. That's basically what he's saying. That's for the young to pursue. I'm too fucking old for this. You learn about it, and then I'll just ask questions and be like, are you sure? Kazuma Asuki. Yes? After this trial, you are set to embark on a journey of discovery to the illustrious British Empire. Learn all you can. Absorb everything of the wide world that you are able to. Do not forget to fulfill the mission imposed upon you. I understand, Your Excellency. What was that about? We look so grave all of a sudden. Oh no. Is Kazuma gonna kill someone? Oh, that's totally gonna be the final case. Kazuma's not gonna kill someone, but he's gonna be falsely accused of killing someone. That's absolutely what the final case is gonna be. As for you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Yeah? And you, I sense, how can I put it? Unusual potential. You stumble over your words all the time and you don't fucking think clearly, you just shout without thinking. But you got potential. I much look forward to seeing how you carried that onwards. Oh, I thought I was gonna get to go to Britain. Can I? Oh, hi, I'm on the witness stand now. Oh, cause I'm the defendant, duh. I hereby find the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, not guilty. Oh hey, it's Sakura Blossoms. I think that is a Gaspin Pain reference. This court is now adjourned, and that is finally case 1 done. Did not expect to take that long. I did not expect it to take that long. English, it's my native language. I know, hard to believe. I can't believe it. I can't believe what's happened. I made it. I defended myself and made it through that horrendous trial. Maybe there's still a chance I'll go to Britain. Ryunosuke! You finally pulled it off. Congrats. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, Kazuma. Ha ha ha. No, it was a pleasure to watch you work. So, you owe me an extra large sukiyaki from the place on Yume University Street, don't forget. Good afternoon. All your hard work has certainly paid off. Oh hey, it's you. Congratulations to both of you for proving Naruhodo-san's innocence. Freedom! Yes, there is freedom. Ah, our trusty judicial assistant. You worked hard for that result too, you know. Oh no, I didn't do anything. Thank you so much! If we hadn't had that research report of Mr. Pratt's, I don't know how things would have turned out. The kind words should really be for my father. I was simply doing as he asked. It was his idea for me to go to the university and investigate. Your father? Ah, yes, of course. Yep. This is a flashback. Speaking of Mikotoba... Ah, there you are. I believe congratulations are in order. She's like, oh, it's my dad. Hi. Naruhodo, you did an excellent job. Thank you, Professor. Oh no, it was I who should be thanking you. After all, your efforts exposed the true criminal that took the life of my good friend. Good friend? Oh yeah, you mentioned that before. It's you who actually invited Dr. Wilson to Yume University, wasn't it? Yes, that's right. Professor Mikotoba studied overseas himself. He went to study forensic medicine in Great Britain. That's cool. That's when you met Dr. Wilson? Exactly. Those days we worked together in the same hospital. Oh, you worked together. Never heard you mention that before. Well, it was a long time ago now. Besides. It's your turn, Asogi. Great Britain is a magnificent country. It leads the world. Sun never sets on the British Empire. Science, medicine, engineering, culture, and of course, in law. Watch and learn, my boy. See what's happening in the world's largest melting pot. I will. I'll learn all that I can. I swear on this. The spirit of the Asogi clan. You're not taking that sword to Great Britain, are you? Will they even let you? Of course I am. A Japanese man's katana is his soul. This blade shows me where I need to go. cuts down anything that's in my way. Yes, I've definitely seen how sharp it is already with my own eyes. That reminds me, what's happened to the woman? To Giselle Brett, I mean, after all. She's guilty of murder. Oh yeah, her. It's not easy to tell you this, but she's not going to jail. What do you mean? Surely she's gonna face trial herself now. She's the true culprit, after all. She will be leaving Japan in the very near future. For Shanghai. What, Shanghai? Wait, did she ever explain why she murdered the guy? I don't remember her saying why she killed Dr. Wilson. Giselle Brent will not appear in court again in this country, I'm certain of that. What? But why not? It's a matter of consular jurisdiction. Inspector Hosonaga. It was a hard-fought battle in the courtroom today. Very impressive to watch. But what's all this about consular jurisdiction? I don't care about your congratulations. We cannot try this particular for her crimes here in Japan. What? We can't try her? Then who? Who's gonna bring her to justice? British consular court will hear her case somewhere far away where her voices can't be heard. That sucks. Why consular court? What does that even mean? Professor, I simply don't understand. I thought consular courts were a thing of the past now. That we signed the friendship treaty. Oh, now that we've signed the friendship treaty. Got it. Yes, in normal circumstances, you're right. Then, so long as this is not a serious incident of a highly political nature to our respective governments, they can't invoke a consular court just like that. Can't they? Damn, I'm really out of touch with politics. Yes, she's a student, but it doesn't justify governments making secret agreements about her fate, does it? Something strange is going on. Miss Brett can't be held accountable for actions here in Japan. I'm afraid that for the young student. Today's trial was nothing more than a game all along. There was never any danger of comeuppance for her. But there was real danger for you. Yeah, you would have been, like, given the death penalty. So there was danger for you, but not for her. I don't believe it. British government's Foreign Affairs Ministry has demanded that we hand over custody of Miss Brett, obviously taking this case of a foreign student committing murder very seriously. But it's all going to change from now on. We can make it change. Fuck you, Britain. This is a time of great turmoil, this new era heralded by the start of the 20th century. Oh shit. So we're like early... the start of the 20th century? Then that would mean we're like early 1900s. One day, I have no doubt, that woman will receive the judgment she deserves. Yes, change is coming, and we're the ones driving it. Off to Britain. Well, I think that's enough seriousness for now. This evening calls for a celebratory drink. But, Professor... You're right, this is no time for gloomy faces. I am a robot. Just the way he, like, moves is very robotic. Should be celebrating Ryunosuke's not guilty verdict. Let's start having some fun. Hell yeah. Gonna get trashed tonight. Might I suggest La Carnival? Meal is on the house. Head waiter should be delighted to provide you with ample food and drink. You're a detective though, aren't you? Gotta get a sip of water. All this talking is making my throat dry. To La Carnival, will you accompany us, Professor? It's gonna turn out that he's not actually an undercover inspector. Well, actually, no. We have the evidence that proves he is, unless he made that himself. He's not actually an undercover inspector. He's just like an aspiring cop. course, La Carnival's food is second to none. They have British history rather spot on. That's cool. I did not... I guess I wasn't thinking about that. I shall go and attend to the paperwork for Naruhodo-san's release. Oh yeah, thanks. That is cool. They got... It seems they've got the history pretty spot on. I mean, I assume this is still when they had a lot of colonies. Diminished a little, but still a lot of colonies. I suppose that means I'll never know. I guess I don't really know when the British Empire totally ended. Never find out why she killed Dr. Wilson. Yeah. So she didn't say why. Maybe she worked for the government. Kazuma. Yes, Ryunosuke? Just wanted to say thanks again. That's all. You really saved my skin today. Haha! I didn't do a thing! You were the lawyer in there, weren't you? That defense was all on your own. Except I gave you a lot of advice. So, maybe I should take some credit. Your skills made the difference though. One day, I bet you'll be the best lawyer in the world. I'm not so sure about that. Huh? To be honest, something kept occurring to me over and over again during that trial. I couldn't help thinking that maybe you're the one destined to become a great lawyer, not me. Wow. Kid who doesn't know shit is somehow gonna be a better lawyer than the man who studied for it. That sucks. The line about the sun never sets in the British Empire was a phrase we use a lot. Oh, I think that was just me saying that. It wasn't in the game. In 1950, after World War II, mostly all ended. Okay, that's kind of when I thought it ended. I thought India got its independence in like around 1960, maybe late 1950s. I don't know the exact year. I helped you today. It was only right at the very start of the trial. No, it was a lot. You have a natural talent for it. Being a defense lawyer, I mean. I'm really fucking jealous. I studied so hard and you're just a better lawyer. God damn it. Oh no, not me. All that tense verbal combat? I never want to go through that ever again. No lawyering for me. I'm done. I almost got accused of murder and then had to defend myself. I did what you told me to do, that's all. Because I knew I could trust you. That's the point. Huh? What the fuck do you mean that's the point? Listen, Ryunosuke, do you know what the most crucial weapon is that any lawyer needs in order to win? It's a sword. You must cut down your enemies. Return to monkey. Knowledge of the law, which I don't have? No, the ability to believe. You dumbass. To believe? Believe what? A defense lawyer has to fight for his clients. He has to believe in them at all times. That's not really indicative of real life, but okay. Like you believed in me when I said I didn't do it? I know that wasn't a question, but it also kind of made sense to say it as a question. I'm human, just like you. I don't have some superhuman ability to know the truth. You have to make a choice about what to believe in and stick to it when you're defending someone. Sometimes in the courtroom, you can really be backed into a corner, but being able to remain faithful to what you choose to believe in even then. Well, that's not something that anyone can do. It takes a special kind of person. Believing in your client. So I can make up any shit about the law, and it'll be okay because I can just hide behind the defense of, well, I believe my client's innocent. Just look at today's trial. I'm a student lawyer with precious little real experience, even though they're sending me to England. But you never stop believing in me. Well, I face seemingly hopeless situations time and again, but you never stop looking for the truth. In the end, you found it. through your own efforts, because you never stopped believing in me. Thanks, Kazuma. Yeah? Why the somber look? There's something I want to ask you, actually. Is he gonna invite me on a date to Great Britain? Well, it's a favor, really. Something very important to me. Sounds serious. What is... Ah, you're still here. Why, get your butts to La Carnival. Arrange some rickshaws for us. Let's go. Thank you, we'll be right there. Still got blood on his mouth. Let's pick up this conversation again later. We should be celebrating right now. Oh my god. Your first court victory and your study tour to Great Britain, don't forget. Ah yes, that too. That's the thing that's happening. My mind can only hold one piece of information at a time. My very first trial came to an end. Kazuma. Professor Mikotoba. Sasuke-san, who acted as my assistant. What? I don't know about that. She only really appeared in the courtroom like once. He didn't play much of a part, but still. It's because of the help and support of all these people that I managed to get through the trial. I would say she just kind of came in clutch. More importantly, Kazuma hadn't yet managed to ask his favor of me. Also, I just realized, he spells favor the English way, not the American way. Little did I realize just how much it would change my life. End. Woo! Save your current progress. Yes, please. And now we'll be introduced to investigation times. We'll just do a little bit of the beginning, kind of figure out what's going on. Can I just go straight to... Oh. Can I just do this one? No, we'll go in order. Episode 2, The Adventure of the Unbreakable Speckled Band. Start playing for the start of this episode. Wow.
In a corner of that small, dark room, Sholmes and I waited with bated breath.
Oh, haha.
In time, they came
This
from
is
the
Sherlock
ventilator with a
Holmes.
hiss and a soft, almost growl-like sound.
I hope you can hear the
Suddenly, Sholmes sprang
voice
into
acting.
action, lashing furiously with his cane at a point in the darkness. "You see it, Wilson?" he yelled, his tense voice reverberating through the air.
No.
I raised my dark lantern shutter, and the room slowly came into view. Sholmes was staring intently at one particular corner when he started
So what
whispering
did
to
he
me
see?
the victim's most perplexing final words.
Oh.
The speckled band.
Sholmes.
I believe this
Well,
is the
they have to
terrible
do it for
coil to which you
copyright.
referred, Wilson. In front of us was an enormous
Ooh,
adder,
it's a little
its
snaky.
fangs bared as it threatened to strike. It truly was the most terrible speckled band I had
He's so
ever seen.
cute. January, 6:37 a.m. I think we're in December. Steamship Buria. Cutscene. We'll probably know who the
So then, let us
murderer is.
unravel this mystery and discover what events led to this curious murder. Pray,
Susato.
do excuse me. The cabin door was bolted from the inside when the man was killed.
Okay.
No marks to suggest the bolt was tampered with in any way. So, is there to be
Are you sure about that? Part of the lock is
in
broken.
his final moments, the victim scrawled a message on the floor. Almost certainly with the ink from this upset bottle.
I don't think the lock was not tampered with.
So the victim was a Russian man then.
Oh, I can actually kind of read that.
Suggesting he was
Kind of.
conscious at the time. This is a most extraordinary script. And evidently not penned by the same hand as this message. In fact, I deduce it was written by someone of a different nationality.
Uh-huh. What the heck?
This paper seal was placed just prior to the incident by the victim himself, I would venture.
I'm gonna guess it's like a ward.
Well, what have we here?
Who are you, and what do you think you're doing here?
All of a sudden, I'm angry.
Maritime police come. We must wait.
That won't be necessary. You see, in less than 5 seconds from now, I will reveal the killer to you.
And you're gonna be wrong, I'm gonna assume.
Don't be absurd. This is murder. I need cabin locked from inside.
Ah yes, the locked room. But that mystery is paper thin.
Wait, but why are they like... He's like, I'm gonna reveal the murderer, and they're like, no you aren't. This is a murder.
Where have you come from?
I'm a great British consultant detective, the only one in the world. Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes.
You must have heard of me.
You must have heard of me. Interesting. Ugh, my head is throbbing. Okay. I think that's a good place to stop. We know kind of what's up on the second case, and we finished the first one. So I think I'll end it here for today. So thank you so much for watching. I highly suggest, if you're here, that you should go to my community tab and recommend me Pokemon. It can be fan games, ROM hacks, it can be just like, oh, I want to see a Nuzlocke of this game. Anything. Recommend you do that. But if you're here and you're not subscribed, maybe consider subscribing, leaving a like if you liked it, and leaving a comment. Other than that, I'll see you tomorrow with some more Ace Attorney, and then Friday will hopefully be more Pokemon. Yeah. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.